Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Middlebrow podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen, the other co-host of
Middlebrow.
maybe the biggest YouTube podcast of all time.
Everyone, subscribe to our YouTube right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if we've talked about. Have we talked about our YouTube before, Brian?
No, we could talk about it more.
I think we should. They've been doing a good job. Our listeners, they've been subscribing.
I know, but the hustle don't stop. Always got to keep scaling, Dan.
Always be scaling.
Always be scaling. YouTube.com.
Yeah, watering down the content.
At Middlebrow Pod.
To be more and more broad.
That's the key.
It's going to be lowbrow, then it's going to be mustache. It's just going to keep lowering the brow.
And then we can start a hamburger franchise that's operated out of ghost kitchens.
I would love to. I would love to do a
Middlebrow burgers.
Steak and Shake collab with Middlebrow. What are we going to do now?
What would be the most Middlebrow fast food franchise?
Probably Sweet Green, unfortunately.
Sweet Green? I think that skews a little too high. Like, what's one
Now?
step below?
Well, Kava?
You think wow, what was before Sweet Green? There was a salad chain.
Oh, like Just Salad?
Yeah.
No, that's almost fast food. That's somehow fast food.
Yeah, I want to become a Just Salad.
What is the highbrow? Highbrow is like...
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't
Fast food
exist.
is intrinsically
Fast
it's not
casual.
for-
Fast casual is Middlebrow, I would say.
Yeah, fast casual.
The whole
is Middlebrow.
category. I feel like Chipotle now...
Shake Shack.
Lowbrow. Shake Shack.
Yeah.
That feels right.
Listeners, are you liking this? Also, we want to give...
Taxonomy of different shitty fast casual
That's like
restaurants. How many of you right now, clap your hands in the audience right now, if you're currently on your lunch break eating some sort of bowl, some sort of Dos Toros. If you're in the Bay, maybe it's a Suvla. Maybe you're doing the Erewhon hot bar.
No, I don't think this is a lunchtime listen. I think our listeners are... This is a morning commute type of beat.
Morning commute.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
This
a
is the G train.
Smoothie in hand.
The G train.
Maybe an overnight oats type of situation.
a Lime bike.
Your
Overnight.
wired headphones are kind of tangled in your messenger bag
Okay.
strap.
That means we have hot followers,
Hot
listeners.
followers. We do have hot listeners.
Speaking of hot listeners, we're at Hello Human. Shout out.
The beautiful home of this podcast.
Yeah, check out their Instagram, Jenny, Hello Human, getting into the content game.
Jenny is not going to like that we are advertising their Instagram account. But
They're non-binary now. That's nice.
But if you're in the market for some homewares, go to Hello Human.
Yeah.
Say hello.
We are not paid to do that. Just
No.
so but I guess we are given the space.
Out of the kindness of our hearts.
Yeah.
We're turning a new leaf because people are upset that you're hating a little too much. You need to show some more kindness on this episode.
I'm trying to think about what we're going to talk about today. No,
Yeah.
not going to happen.
I'm trying to curse less.
The hate. Oh, you have a little foul mouth, potty mouth, Brian?
Yeah, I curse too much.
I was just on, well, we're going to talk about this, but I'm coming back and forth because I'm working on this movie with Richard Kind.
Yeah.
Name drop alert. Name drop. You might have probably not heard of him.
I just know him as the guy who's in stuff.
And
Now
the
he's
guy.
in a lot of stuff.
He's in everything. Which, by the way, I just realized, and I think he's in this, this is a small indie film. The answer is his kids are in college.
Okay.
And I have a theory that you should look at like the weirdest choices an actor makes in their career, and I guarantee it's timed exactly when their kids are in college. You're like, why? Or they're going through a divorce. Those are the two options. Like,
That is so funny.
Why did De Niro do Dirty Grandpa? And you're like, oh yeah, right, divorce. He's going through a divorce.
That is so funny.
That's my theory of media.
Okay, so we're gonna see Sacha Baron Cohen in a Popeyes commercial soon. Cannot confirm nor deny.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay, I like this
Do they
theory.
have Popeyes in the UK?
He's gonna do U.S. market because the bag is bigger.
You're right. So the reason I brought up because he doesn't curse. So he'll say if he messes up a take, he'll be like, "Oh, sugar," and it's the funniest thing to me. Oh, sugar. He's just screaming, but he's.
Were you in scenes with him?
Yes.
Did you ask him about his no cursing policy?
My co-star did. She brought up the sugar, and he's like, "Oh, that he thinks that it's too easy to get a laugh with that," which is like what Seinfeld says. But also, like, this was not on screen. This was in real life. But I think he's just internalized that.
Seinfeld is a
somehow.
funny example to me because he's so principled about how he gets his laughs. Meanwhile, this is the same man who dated a 17-year-old when he was nearly 40 at the height of Seinfeld fame. But no, you can't curse during a punchline. It's cheating. That's cheating.
It was a different time. It was the it was the 90s.
That's
Brian.
cheating.
It was the 90s.
You don't want those cheap laughs.
You go for a little jog in Central Park, you know?
Let life happen.
That's where all girls schools, all the girls schools. That's where they go for their runs. That's where they train.
Maybe he was doing the artist way.
What are you supposed to do? Listen, a Chapin branded short it just calls to a man of a certain age.
Oh, sugar, Dan.
Oh, sugar.
You're pushing it far. Woke is back, Dan.
Is it back?
Woke's back.
With a vengeance?
Mamdani.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry for your. I know it's upsetting to you because not for your politics, but because simply because he's younger than you and he went to your high school.
Completely unrelated to his politics, and just purely on a petty jealousy level. This is very disappointing for me. It's weird that the mayor of New York also probably jerked off to the same Facebook photos that I did. You know?
Did he?
When Costa Rica 07 spring break photos dropped.
Come
I'm gonna
on,
make you
man.
bleep that name. You have to bleep that whole name.
Oh, come on, man.
That was a big day. That was a big day for both me and Zoran. Those are exciting. That was what Facebook was for young boys. Now the kids these days, they're doing, they're gooning to the craziest shit. We were primitive.
You know the music blog Stereogum?
Yeah.
After Zoran won the election, they posted on their Instagram like an old email that Zoran had sent them to promote his like rap single.
He's just like us for real. Asking Spotify to rank. Please consider my little podcast for your. This would be perfect for your audience.
I hate that. No one's safe. Let Zoran be motivated after watching a particularly inspired TED Talk to reach out to a few music blogs to promote his ventures.
Everyone's put. They'll Salman Tour painted him in 2007 because he's friends with his. Everyone's just trying to even me right now talking about I went to high school. We're all just like, I kind of know him. I have a connection. Does that make me cool?
Salman Tour painted him?
Yeah, Salman Tour painted him in 2007 when he was in high school.
Whoa.
It's a very lovely portrait of a young Zoran, but I think he's just in that they were in the same circles as his mom.
That guy just has it.
He has it. He picked it.
He's got the fastball.
He's been built, and then there was he was profiled in New York, or he was featured in New York Magazine.
Yeah.
When he was 11 years old, asking what toys he wanted, and it was just Sim City and FIFA.
So cute.
This is, by the way, when people say that he's like some ISIS guy, he's like, bro, he's just like us. He's like the most like us candidate that's ever happened. FIFA and Sim City 3000.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's right at the mean. He's us.
Completely. Well, I'm worried that all the police cars are going to be halal trucks. That seems like bad. That's what's going to happen. I've been told.
Come on.
I don't think woke is back because I think he was not woke. I
think woke can only exist when people have money.
Yeah, it's definitely a sign of a flush. It's like an Obama era.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about some shit. No, I think part of what Mamdani did was that he ran a very straightforwardly focused affordability campaign.
You're the one who sent me the demographic breakdown, the age breakdown.
Oh yeah.
It's just all
it's all transplants. Just ushered it in.
Let's go.
It is funny how the real New Yorkers working class were like, I want Cuomo, and then everyone with student debt. It is a larger problem for the left that their politics are hated by the people that they supposedly
and the tech elite too.
The tech elite.
Yeah. Did you see Alex Karp, the founder of Palantir, was like, Mamdani's win was ushered in by postgrads with a graduate degree, and they're downwardly mobile, and they're just upset and want revenge.
Well, there's that famous email that Peter Thiel sent all the tech execs in 2020, where he was like, we shouldn't ignore why 70% of millennials view socialism favorably, because we should be looking at what it is and why are they against capitalism? It's because capitalism has not worked for them at all.
Right.
They have huge student debt. They they can't get into home or stocks or all these things that are vehicles for wealth building that would maybe bought the boomers into capitalism. So he was like, we shouldn't ignore it. We should actually if you're viewing it from his like whatever psycho
0 to 1
evil
mentality.
libertarian lens, he's like, yeah, there should be a response and a reckoning, and it like makes sense that you'd want to shift the Overton window and you'd be against capitalism if like all the the path that the boomers said you should do, which is like go to college and buy a house and get a job, is like completely unfeasible. It's not a surprise.
So you hear that, tech elite? Don't underestimate the power of a PhD in art history, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you shot this film. Where was this film?
Yeah, so I've been in the Hamptons.
Fuck you, man.
But off season. Oh, you cursed.
I cursed.
You fucking cursed.
No, the foliage is nice at this time, though.
Oh my god, it's
But you're right. The wealthy are not.
They're gone, but it's nice. So it's I've been there in the summer. It's by far the most beautiful I've ever seen it. Like the foliage and the trees and the light is incredible always. That's why like all the painters would go there, like Jackson Pollock and Willem de Kooning, and the light is incredible mixed with the most gorgeous foliage and environment, and you don't have like dudes in Loro Piano and on sneakers, just you have faces with wrinkles. It's nice. It's like you just have the locals. It's a beautiful thing. So I've been going in and out, and yesterday Richard Kind yelled at my face for 8 hours. That was the scene.
He was angry with you.
Yeah, I
or was he demand like what?
No, I, as the director described, play the least likable character in this film.
Okay.
I play you won't believe why they cast me, but I play some kind of Brooklyn hipster creative director, talentless Brooklyn hipster ad dude.
Okay. And then Richard Kind loses it on you.
Yeah, and I the whole thing is this dynamic between old and young, and I'm being just a shit. But it is intense to have what I would say is like if there was a Jewish Muppet, like he's an imposing man and he has a booming voice.
Yeah.
And you feel it. It hurts.
Was there a splash zone?
There was some spit. There's some spit going.
Nice.
But everyone hates me. So it's just like for 8 hours I'm like antagonistic with the entire cast.
Was this an easy job for you? Would you say?
It was an easy job?
I mean, from what you described, the character doesn't seem too far removed.
It's like a douche version of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was cast from my Instagram. So I think clearly the director was like, I need a guy who's just, everyone can just immediately hate.
Hey, Dan, on this next take, I want you to just let it go. Imagine if you have a little green screen behind you and there's a really, really disgusting home that was featured on AD Home Tours.
Exactly.
Just channel that energy, okay?
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and I have Richard Kind yelling at me.
That's what I'm up to. This is my life.
But nice guy.
Yeah,
imposing.
Okay.
And so I'm going back for a few more days.
Whoa, multi-day.
6 days.
Did you audition for this?
I didn't audition.
Didn't audition, and now you're
much like I saw Stavros in audition for Begonia.
Stavros has really become. He might. Incite a new revolution in the types of actors that we cast. He was on Seth Meyers, and he was like,
in terms of
actors need to be ugly and have a little character. Well, I'm here to lead that charge.
Well, Richard Kind was saying that like he can't believe that he has a career. He doesn't have with this face. I have a telegenic career. It's like actually that's what makes him the most interesting. Is that like you just want to like look at his crazy face that's unique. That's why we like Adam Driver, and now we have everyone looks like fucking Harry Styles in the movies, and it's boring.
Harry Styles is hot.
Yeah, he's hot, but he's good. Like everyone's just smooth.
He's not that smooth.
Just like
I think you could have picked a better example.
Fucking what?
As far as
who do you think is like that prototypical
like smooth man face?
Yeah, that's just like pretty and
Zac Efron. Well,
not now. Now he's
he's fighting some
now
demons.
He looks like Mickey Rourke or something.
Like Ryan Reynolds or Mac from It's Always Sunny. I get them confused.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, but they're they're kind of like bland white guys. But I'm almost saying like there's like a pretty boy white guy who I see in all these movies.
Right, Austin Butler.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
He's at least a good actor, but I feel like if you look at the 70s movies, we had like fucking Gene Hackman and, Dustin Hoffman and Al Pacino. They had like weird
faces,
specific lived in faces that you wanted to look at and that felt exciting. And now what the fuck? Now it sucks. Now I'm in movies. So maybe there's a turn. Maybe I'll have the unique faces. But anyway,
I'm excited for you. This could be this could mark the beginning of your character acting career.
oh yeah, character actor of me, of up and down me. I'm like George Clooney, but for Brooklyn douche.
Hey, that's a good sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They called me a jackass, a fuckstick, a douche.
In the film?
In the film, yeah. That was all improv too.
What's a jagass?
Jagoff. But it's Chicago. The actor
Yeah,
Paul
fucking Jagoff.
Ritchie, who was in The Sound of Metal.
Oh, is he an older guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's so
he got
good.
nominated for an Oscar.
I know. He got nominated
He was opposite of you?
for Sing Sing. Yeah.
You were in a scene with an Oscar-nominated actor?
I know, it's insane.
That's cool.
And one of the days, he had no lines. He was just sitting there the whole day. So that was, yeah. He kept making fun of me because there was one day where, like, at the beginning, they were figuring out the blocking of a scene, and no one really told me what to do. So I was kind of just like wandering around, like touching stuff, playing with oranges. And then for the whole rest of the show, for all the rest of the shoot, he was just like, he would do this to me. Exploring the space.
Hey, this Dan Rosen character, he's got something. It's a little odd. It's a little odd, right?
This guy's crazy. He's in like an Iggy Pop cover band. He's like covered in tattoos. He was in the Navy. He has also an amazing face.
Yeah.
So
it's the Adam Driver effect.
The Adam Driver effect.
Yeah. Huh, who knew? Having a plethora of life experiences could inform your work as an actor.
Yeah. Fucking Jimmy Stewart was in World War II. Mel Brooks was in World. Like, we used to have actors who like fucking fought the Nazis. And now Jacob, what did he do?
Hey, don't come after Jacob Elordi, okay?
What did Jacob Elordi do?
He grew up in Australia.
Must have been hard.
You know,
fucking fought emus.
You know, he fought a snake or two.
What about you? What's going on? You've had a you were profiled in a cultural analysis.
What's going on with me? My big dumb chungus brand strategy life is what's going on with me, dude.
You're doing the pivot.
Yeah, I'm doing the pivot. Brand strategy has enveloped my life in a big way.
Have you been asked to do brand strategy before?
No, but I am open to offers if anyone's listening to do brand strategy, brand consultation.
I think people will. You give off just your vibe.
My whole vibe is brand strategy.
Brand strategist, yeah.
Yeah.
Nerds Gummy Clusters is gonna come.
I actually acted in something today that was shot at WSA, and it was brand strategy adjacent. That place is not. It's every time I go there, I'm just like,
no one understands how that. Well, for people who aren't in New York, WSA is like this arts, creative. They bought all these buildings in FIDI, where they do like, people. I think Retro records their podcast there, but they have
that's like
collectible
every
design.
Freelance creative has an office there.
But they also have lots of events that are hosted there. There are galleries. They own Happier Grocer. Too. So we probably shouldn't talk too much shit.
The New York Times did a profile on them, and the entire conceit of the profile was a mysterious source of money is flowing through these properties.
That definitely is.
We don't know
is the big question mark.
Where, but yeah, it's mysterious. We'll leave it at that.
So when have the arts ever been funded by like something beautiful and wonderful and ethical?
Okay, anyway, so back to my big chungus dumb brand strategy life.
Yeah.
For our listeners, I have been posting a lot on social media.
You might have seen it.
Well, if you haven't, basically I embody a very hateable character whose life...
Every day Brian texts me being like, what am I doing? I hate myself.
Yeah.
Do I have to keep posting?
So I've been posting, and my character has become a lightning rod for hate.
Character.
It is a character. It is character. For our listeners will know that I am much less informed and much less intelligent than whatever this character that I'm trying to embody. Now, I mean, it is stemmed from my real life experiences of like interfacing with people who work in quote unquote creative fields in New York, where like personality is entirely sublimated by brand consumerism. So it's like fun for me to poke fun at like the psychographics that come with consumption. And so, yeah, I got profiled by this brand strategist who's quite big on social media. His name's Eugene Healy. Really nice guy.
Australian.
I was part of the discourse, Dan.
You were part of the discourse. You're an exemplary of how to do something right. I guess he actually liked you.
Yeah, I think he actually liked me.
It's never good when someone's like, oh, this person's talking about you. Like Brad Trammell once shared one of my videos.
Oh no!
And I was just like, I
you're gonna.
Is this ironic? Are you sharing this ironically because you hate me, or do you agree with it? So
Yeah, it was very generous and very gracious of him to even include me in his work, because Eugene Healy strikes me as someone who, it's what brand strategists do. They are well educated and they think very deeply about the cultural discourse.
yes,
and
in order to help sell L'Oreal shampoo.
basically, but his whole thing was like, there's like status anxiety, and because people aren't accumulating wealth like previous generations, the best way to differentiate yourself is to be knowledgeable about taste.
I like that. There's a Marxist analysis that aids you in selling Bottega Veneta bags.
And it's like, and a good example of someone who's doing this is Brian Pak. And I was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm trying to do with
You
my
didn't even
videos.
realize.
Yeah.
You didn't even realize this whole time.
But it's been it has been a big brand strategy week for me, because I also went to a panel yesterday night.
Oh, God.
Another panel. The same panel that we went to.
They just keep...
Part 2.
They're redoing it over and over?
So I went to a panel that was hosted by the Office of Applied Strategy. It's a strategy firm founded by Tony Wang. It was to mark the release of a dossier that they created. It's a lot of
There's a panel to mark the release of a dossier?
well, they just like the authors discussed the
Okay.
pieces that they submitted to the dossier. The thesis of the dossier was talking about like horseshoe, like the horseshoe theory in politics, like how it doesn't really exist on a linear spectrum. Like the far left and the far right are actually like at horseshoes. They have more commonalities than people in the center. And
They both love Jews.
they predicted that like the next wave of culture is going to come from this dark in between period between the polarities of the far left and the far right. And like examples of that they gave that were quite clever were like supplements. Like both the far left and the far right are really into supplements.
Oh, right.
But like Goop has their own version of, let's call it like XYZ supplement.
Yeah.
And then like InfoWars has the same exact active ingredient
Well, we talked
supplement.
about this exactly with the
Yeah.
trad wife and the like shaker
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Where those are the similar aesthetics and like return to
Right.
tradition and the land and like rejecting technology.
Right.
But that come at the same idea
Yeah.
from different places.
Yeah. So it was great. It was really interesting. I'm
Protein maxing.
protein maxing is another one. Yeah. It's like raw milk. It's both the far left and the far right are all
Hating
about
Jews.
hating Jews, far left, far right. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to, Dan. My big brand strategy life. Just being
yeah.
surrounded by people who use really big words.
Yeah.
About
No, but you're using it to inform your TikToks that are really poignant understandings of how the performativity of men exists in a capitalistic state that requires cultural capital as really the only capital.
You should do brand strategy.
Kill me.
Have you ever considered it?
I did it for fucking startups for years.
You did brand strategy for startups?
I mean, I was the creative director at a startup, and I did it for
So-
a bunch, but not in like the I make a stupid like deck in Canva,
Yeah.
and then that has like
And then
20 slides that are just about like vibe and our consumer.
And you go into a thesaurus and look up the word disrupt, and then
Yes.
just plug and play that
Different
verb.
ways to say disrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like do you remember that Pepsi one where they redid the Pepsi logo, and it was just like 20 pages of just like an anthropological understanding of like what this swoop meant.
Oh, yes.
Such absolute creative director bullshit.
Yeah.
Just to convince Pepsi to slightly adjust their logo.
But those are the coolest people in New York City, Dan.
And they're all hopefully will be replaced by ChatGPT.
Speaking of male performativity, there seemed to be a lot of online discourse about this one piece that was published in Vogue about how having a boyfriend is cringe.
Having a boyfriend is cringe.
Did you read it?
You're a boyfriend.
I'm a boyfriend.
So are you fucking cringe?
You're a boyfriend too.
Husband is different. I get yeah, partner. Boyfriend is just like a kid. It's for a little baby boy.
I'm
who
in the
can't-
minor leagues right
can't-
now.
Can't commit. Yeah, this article in the never-ending gender wars, another grenade in the gender wars.
Yeah. Shantae Joseph wrote this piece and asks, is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? And she wrote, if someone so much as says my boyf on social media, they're muted. There's nothing I hate more than following someone for fun only for their content to become my boyfriendified suddenly. This is probably because for so long I felt like we were living in what one of my favorite substackers called boyfriend land. Yada, yada, yada. Women were rewarded for their ability to find and keep a man. But now the tables have turned. Women are trying to obfuscate the fact that they have a boyfriend. The whole concept of soft launches.
Does this mean the girl boss is back? Where you don't need I don't need no man. You know, I could do it on my own. Just if he doesn't make me happy, then fuck him. This kind of like endless self-validating, like neoliberal mentality that we shall just be atomized and alone forever, and that's actually what makes us happy.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I found this whole piece to be a little very confusing.
It's all nonsense. It's like the performative male thing. It's like, it's just nonsense to get clicks.
It went viral though because I do think it validates what a lot of women do feel.
Well, because wanting a boyfriend is cringe because it's like, because whatever, men suck, they don't commit. But she mostly talks about almost online, like performing.
Well, she's too online is the one thing. Like all of her examples are sourced from Substack, Twitter. These influencers have a podcast.
Yes.
Clearly, this is a cultural phenomena that's happening.
God, the fact that I knew she named these two influencers, like, God, I'm fucked that I know who these people are. These rent.
Who are they?
Jazz and Haley. Jazz just got married.
Whoa.
They're huge influencers. By the way, I like that she gave this example of Jazz and Haley, who on their nonsense podcasts, like these are the most normative, like sorority girl, basic influencers. My favorite subreddit is New York influencer hate. They're always on there.
That's your favorite?
It's just so entertaining because these are the matcha latte girls, and Jazz got married and she had the most normative, like heteronormative platonic ideal of a wedding with like the wedding party and the throwing of the flowers and the catching and like all the TikToks that they would make and like the dumb idiot like handsome boyfriend who's just like smiley and the fact that these people are now being like, ugh, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. It's like, what are you talking about?
I'm shocked that you even know about the existence of this subreddit.
I am too.
You sent me a New Yorker article earlier
cultural
this week.
Anthropologist.
It's a 75-minute long article. The audio version is 75 minutes. And in between all of that, you're keeping tabs on Jazz and Haley on New York influencers.
Dude, I'm doing it at the same time. I read the article while they're just yapping in the background.
I think there was one glaring omission from it in that she uses the example of influencers of how they don't post their boyfriends because a lot of them will lose followers. But she attributes that to it being quote unquote cringe to like be so public about your doting affection for your boyfriend. But I think a lot of influencers don't share the fact that they have a boyfriend because it dispels the illusion of them being single.
But aren't most of those influencers for women? Like most of the female lifestyle.
It depends on
influencers?
what your content is, but I'm sure some of it is for the male gaze. Where
I just saw this Instagram of like a female gym influencer.
Yeah,
and she's like, the way I got my following from 80% men to 80% women was I just started talking.
Oh my God.
So she wasn't talking before, and she had, all these horny dudes watching her do Turkish get-ups or whatever. And then she started talking about her life, and the men were like, no, this isn't what I got here for. Just want to see you do deadlifts.
The fact that you are even browsing New York influencer subreddits, there's plenty of men who are following female
I'm
influence.
doing it I was writing a project about it.
Right. But
it's research.
We can use Alex Cooper's podcast, Call Her Daddy, as an example. Like, I understand from, like, a lot of women listen to it because they found it empowering, but I don't think the men who were listening to it for the same reasons. These two normatively attractive women being very vocal about their sexual proclivities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they were maybe studying it. They were trying to understand.
Oh. They're thirst listening.
Yeah.
If that's the concept.
Listen, maybe if they're listening to Call Her Daddy, then they'll learn how to be a good man. That's fine. It's like how I watched, Sex and the City when I was in 4th grade because it was the only DVDs I had, and it seeps into your brain. I do think there is a good point, at least about posting your boyfriend, where like posting your partner has become like posting your cappuccino or a sunrise. Like it is a cringe, like millennial cringe Instagram story that is like a live, laugh, love thing. Like here's the boyfriend reveal, that sort of thing. And that's fine.
But
if we're moving away from like turning our love and our friendships and our relationships into content, I think that's all for the better.
I'm going to speak like anecdotally, like from my personal feelings, where the only times I really do get annoyed about, let's say, my friends and their dynamic with their partners is if they just become a single entity. The sense of individuality is lost.
Yeah.
Where it's something simple is like, hey, you want to like get a drink or something, but then
we'll be there.
Right. That's where I get. So I think maybe like that's the part that is annoying to most people.
Yeah. That like, who are you outside of your relationship?
Right. I think but that applies to both men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we solved it.
I feel like we're going to get in trouble for what we just said.
What did we say?
I don't know. I think,
you know,
are we being misogynistic?
I'm sure
Woke is back, Dan.
people will accuse us of being misogynistic. They don't need a lot. They don't need a lot to go off. Two men talking. A podcast is misogynistic just by its...
Intrinsically, it is.
Intrinsically. Yeah. I don't fucking know, Brian.
Well,
I think these articles are very stupid.
I mean, it is very dumb, but it is the stuff that goes viral. I mean, another blow to journalists who do real reporting.
Well, it just feeds some like, you know, whatever. Yeah, the app... I mean, this to me feels more like a reaction to dating sucks right now. The apps are horrendous and everyone's giving up. And, you know, also so many people talk about how there's like the majority of women are chasing a minority of men on the apps. Like they only swipe right on a very small percentage. So their like views of men are formed from this very top 10% of dudes who then have all the options, and so they're fuckboys. And so the perception is that all men are fuckboys because it's these 10% that are like getting all the matches. And then all these men who are getting no matches think that like women are fucking evil who hate them.
Right.
And it's like a total algorithmic mind fuck that should be stopped immediately and causes these articles.
What if we made an app where we could...
creative director brain activated.
Where we could foster connection in real life, Dan. And we can implement the usage of yonder pouches. You like where this is going, right?
I like where this is heading. But how does blockchain? How do we get that involved?
And we can... I know some great brand designers. We can hire the best brand strategists.
We'll get AIs to date each other.
That already exists.
That does? Okay.
That already exists, buddy. We're way too late on that. Did you see I Love LA?
Speaking of influencers.
Yeah.
Rachel Sennott, another person who started stand-up with us and is doing leagues better than us.
Yeah.
Did you do mics with her?
Yeah, I did mics with her.
Yeah.
I booked her on a lot of my shows.
Really?
Yeah.
When you're doing the college humor thing?
Yeah, and unsurprisingly, I hosted a show at Soho House.
Uh-huh. Maybe that's the spiritual home of Middlebrow.
But she's had the sauce. When I hosted my show at Soho House, my criteria was less who's funny and it was more who's cool.
So you were a clown fucker just from the very beginning, Brian.
I'm not pretending to be anything else that I'm not, Dan.
Yeah, I feel like I did some mics, then COVID happened, and then she's like, "Oh, this is a star." Okay.
When you have an HBO show, you're gonna get a lot of hate directed towards you. She's always worked exceptionally hard. Like even when we were doing mics, she was constantly tweeting and going mega viral, and she has since.
You call that hard work? She was in the Twitter trenches.
It's hard. It's hard.
No,
It's hard to tweet 20 times a day.
She was whatever it was that the internet thing. Like she tapped into it early and first and figured out how to have this like internet persona, which I think is interesting in relation to this show because I view Rachel Sennott as like so emblematic of like a new kind of cultural figure that's almost outside TV. Like she does TV and movies, but like she's like an internet persona presence, and that's almost she's not a character, you know. She's Rachel Sennott on the internet,
right? I don't think her success is an accident. I think she is talented and she works hard, and it shows because
for sure.
Like you have plenty of nepo babies who have the same opportunities, but they don't have the talent or the work ethic. That's why they just act. Whereas like Rachel writes films and writes TV shows and showruns and acts. You know? But yeah, I saw
and then she has this new show.
I love LA,
which
and
is I think in the kind of girls Broad City lineage.
Yeah, similar to these other shows that like adults, FX adults too.
And what's the Benito
overcompensating? Yeah,
they're trying to tap into like the Gen Z
coming of age
thing,
and
making it in New York or making it in your 20s, and it's messy in their relationships.
Although I saw the first episode, I saw the pilot because I knew you wanted to discuss it. I really liked it. The reviews were panning it.
No, the reviews are fine.
No, everyone on Twitter was like kind of dragging the show. So I guess I went into it expecting to dislike it.
Yeah,
but I thought I really enjoyed it. You made a face.
No, I thought it was fine.
Yeah,
to me it was. I Love LA is a weird title for it because
it's so funny.
It's just not. But to me, she's like so new. It's just weird to do an LA show with like such a New York vibe person. Like to me, Rachel Sennott is way more New York in her neuroses and her sarcasm, and she's like, and it's like a transplant show in LA. Maybe that's kind of like a meta joke, but so much of the attitude is about these like Brooklyn people who like live in Silver Lake, whatever. That's So for our listeners, transition.
It's like Rachel Sennott plays. Her character is an assistant at a small boutique entertainment management company. And in the pilot episode, she's trying to get a promotion to become a junior manager. And she has an old friend from New York who's played by Odessa Azion, who is Pamela Adlin's daughter.
And Forrest Whitaker's daughter is also in this.
Yeah, and Jordan Firstman. But the whole show is just a vehicle to satirize and poke fun of like LA.
Or at least like, media culture today.
Media culture.
That's why I feel like that show almost is more like it feels more New York to me. I don't know why. Just her persona and her neuroses and the influencer stuff it didn't feel LA specific.
Really? I thought it was very LA specific.
Why? Because they went to Courage Bagels?
No, but I just thought like the characters are very. People in New York don't talk like that. Like the vanity and
no, but Rachel, I feel like the Rachel Sennott type is much more of a New York.
It is like Girls, but obviously Girls is steeped in New York culture. Has the neuroses of Lena Dunham permeating throughout the entire show. Whereas I think because LA is LA and it's inherently more vapid and it's less neurotic, I think for that reason it maybe feels less sharp in comparison. But I found it very funny because it is still very accurate and very close to that is just how like Jordan Firstman is just a messy gay guy who is LA personified. Yeah. Yeah.
And there is an insane shallowness to all their problems. Part of me is also like the show is coming at a time where like, people are like I don't want to sound like an ass, but like people are losing food stamps and healthcare, and so like people worrying about like I guess you could say that at all times. But there is part of me is like, God, I'm listening to people like be really stressed about influencers and their posts.
We're talking about it.
I know we're talking about it.
Should we talk about Mamdani? Should we talk about
No, everyone already agrees with us. Maybe that's my own shit. I should stay off Twitter while I'm watching this show. Also, it's the pilot, and pilots are always expository and slow. But I was thinking about this, and like I would say Rachel Sennott and Carolyn Calloway and Annie Hamilton, like they represent this kind of internet persona person I was talking about before.
Yeah.
Where, they're tweeting and they're in like Cultured Magazine and they're doing random TikToks, and we kind of know about their like friend circle, the IOs, the Harvard Westlake, like Molly Gordon's, the Please Don't Destroy guys. Like they're all kind of interwoven, and we kind of see it. We know she dated Savros, and she posts these kind of ironic, post-feminist, self-deprecating tweets, and like that to me feels very 2025. At least in terms of like an artistic oeuvre. I hate to use that word, but the oeuvre is your oeuvre of tweets. But
are we building an oeuvre?
We're building an oeuvre. But a TV show like I Love LA is actually very traditional and feels like almost, it just feels dated to me somehow, like trying to capture what's interesting about Rachel Sennott in like a traditional, like, I'm a girl in my mid-20s and I'm trying to like make it in the world and here's my dating life. Like I've seen that show and that feels not relevant somehow in the digital era. And like I feel like for a show that's so about Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, they didn't even show us that much of it. I don't know if I would want to watch a show that's all that, but like that's what's interesting is the online persona that they've created in these like little chunks. You know, that video of Rachel Sennott like where she's dancing.
We're in LA.
We're in LA. Yeah,
I'm hot. I'm high.
We're on drugs. Yes.
Yeah.
What? It's LA. I'm addicted to drugs. We all are. If you don't have an eating disorder, get one, bitch.
Listeners, we are listening to the biggest Rachel Sennott stan in the world cook right now.
No, I think she's tapped into something that's like pretty interesting in and of itself. Like, and I feel like everyone still feels like, oh, well, I have to do a movie. I have to do a TV show.
You think you think that TV is too traditional of a medium to especially to capture that lightning.
Yeah, what's interesting about her? I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, I agree. I think it makes sense. I like it. I like the show. I think I recommend it. I think people should watch it. I think
it's definitely like I watched it. It was enjoyable.
Right.
But it just felt very like there was nothing surprising about it. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're not excited for Jake Shane's forthcoming show on Hulu?
Fucking kill me, dude.
Dude. That actively, seeing that, when I said, so listeners, Jake Shane is the host of the podcast Therapists, who...
he also got big for like those...
TikToks, I think.
Yeah, those... Where he was doing like historical figures, like George Washington or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's somehow best friends with Sophia Richie Grange.
I don't know, dude. It's the Crossroads Harvard Westlake Illuminati, okay? We all know how this happens.
Yeah.
I just know him from the podcast where he'll have on these A-list guests and every question's like...
The most like,
So Dan...
Slavish.
You are a generational talent. Truly. And I don't say that about anyone. Walk me through that. What's that like?
Yeah.
Because it must be so hard to be so talented like
No, it's really it is tough. And people don't realize that it's tough because every day I have to like keep being so amazing and talented.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And your inner strength that you just displayed right now is so inspiring. And I really hope our listeners, we're on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube.
Because it's easy to be humble. Anyone can be humble, but I'm not, I say I'm the greatest.
But I got actively, after I read that he is getting, he's hardworking, he's talented, blah, blah, blah.
You don't have to fucking do this preamble. It's lame. There's nothing exciting about it.
He's getting a show on Hulu.
His show is just stands. He's just like, giving glazing on celebrities. Who wants that?
I don't know, man. I'm upset at the It's turned me off on TV in a big way. No one wants to take...
be.
These gatekeepers, they're too fucking scared to take any risks whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
They're betting on Therapists. Therapists the show.
And you know what? They're probably going to be right. They have enough data to support that this is the way to go.
This is part of like the bottom up thing that we've talked about. How like they used to take interesting people in music and TV or whatever and help mold them and give them a voice and let them cook. And now it's like, who's already famous? All right, let's give them a slightly bigger platform. Let's try to just ride the last, fumes of a dying media empire.
That's the goal that we want.
Middlebrow we can be a TV show. We could be a limited series, like whatever you're imagining.
Right.
We could be an hour-long HBO drama. There could be tits, so many dragons.
Sure, OnlyFans. If you're looking for long-form content, hit us up.
Brian said he would show ho.
I'm going to manifest it. I want to be hot, rich, and talented. And I want a house in the Hollywood Hills.
Wow. Yeah. That's where you live, Hollywood Hills? I feel like you're a Santa Monica guy.
That is the most hurtful thing that you have ever said to me.
That's where the tennis is, baby.
That is very true. That is very true. I have been playing a lot of tennis. I'm playing tennis with the Prezi of McCarran Tennis Association soon.
Wow.
I'm making moves, Dan.
Are they good?
I think they're good.
All right.
Yeah. they gave me a little gut check. They're like, "Is your NTRP above this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good enough."
I heard you told me you got wrecked the other day.
Shout out to George and Bo, kicked my ass in tennis, but it's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. We rise stronger. Okay, Dan. So you sent me this New Yorker article that was 75 minutes long.
Here, you don't have to read it. I think we have a fucking episode.
No, I don't want an episode. I want to actually learn about it though, because I know
Okay.
I'm not going to read in my free time.
All right,
but it's about
okay.
mental images.
Dan's the friend.
Mental visualization.
Yes, it's about mental visualization. Basically, you know, there are groups of people who are not capable of conjuring a mental image when you say something.
Like from like a past memory, or just like,
both.
hey,
Like if I
there's
said,
a red boat out in the ocean.
Yeah, imagine picture Barack Obama in your head. Like people just can't do it. So they're able to memorize facts or no facts.
I hate that when you said that, I immediately thought of the Shepherd Fairy Hope poster.
But you can do that. And there are many people who can't. And so it kind of follows this guy who these people thought that when people said you're a mental image, it was just a metaphor. Like they didn't realize that other people are actually capable of seeing this. And then on the other spectrum, there are people who have a torrent of images. So if you just said oh, did you ever skateboard? Then in their mind, they're just every single time they've ever skateboarded comes and they can't shut it off. They go insane. But
Sorry.
I think it's called aphoria. The people who don't have it.
Yeah.
But it's not just about your mental image. It's also about your capacity for memory, and so there are millions of people who kind of go through life and they don't even really have memory, and when they learn that other people can, they feel like, well, what even am I? Because they can know things happen to them, but they can't conjure it in their brain. They can't replay it like maybe you or I can. So they're almost always living in a never-ending now, you know, and it can be heartbreaking where a mother is oh, I don't even remember my kids growing up. I don't remember
Heartbreaking.
anything.
Why is that heartbreaking?
Because who are you? Because it asks a fundamental question.
Isn't the first advice to people who are trying to seek happiness, be present, be in the now?
Well, this woman said she read her diary
and she didn't recognize any of it.
She was just it was another person wrote it.
Whoa. Yeah.
And so there's there are two different types of memory. There's different memory for facts and facts about the world and how to operate.
I have one question. So if you can't do image memory recall, or if you're the converse where you have a flooding of image memory, those are both different types of examples of poor memory recall.
It's not even poor. No. It's the opposite.
Oh.
It just it's not even a disorder, but it's different types of people.
Okay.
And it affects a lot about whether you think super there are maybe these people who can't memorize, they actually think very abstractly, as opposed to people who have it the most, who think extremely specifically,
right,
and too much and can't get out of the micro. And it's interesting because there's this woman who was a painter and then she was in an accident. And then it went away. She couldn't picture things anymore. And so that's kind of how they discovered where people have brain injuries, or they have a stroke or something.
Right.
And they go from one to the other, and then they have this complete loss of identity. But the article, I think, is worth reading because it just really asks almost fundamental questions of is our personality formed from the history of our experiences? Or are we just an animal that's reacting? Because animals don't have memories. Right. They, in the same way that we do. And so these people felt well, what the, who the fuck am I? It's asking fundamental questions of what it is to be if you don't have a memory of your past and your things.
Where do you fall on that
I think
spectrum?
I'm much closer to the always making, I have I think extreme visual memory where I'm always constantly connecting things visually to each other. Actually, I realize it the most when I've done mushrooms, and I'm constantly relating things I'm seeing to paintings and movies, and everything I see is just connected to this endless web of other visual imagery that I've experienced.
Whoa.
And I'm living through that. And it's actually weird because I get what they're saying because it actually prevents you from being present. because you just like are associating it with all these other things.
I'm not like that.
No, but you can picture things in your head.
I can picture it when I'm forced to, but I don't. I think my mind works like Wikipedia and hyperlinks. Like it's purely textual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my girlfriend is very visual, where she has a hard time remembering the names.
You have a girlfriend, embarrassing.
That she can't remember the names of businesses, but like if you showed her a picture of a street intersection, she'll like can orient herself that way.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I'm terrible with visual.
Yeah.
Like give me the textual.
Yeah, I mean it is. I think we often do not consider how much just the wiring of our brains affects our personalities and our success in life completely. We just think we all kind of have a similar functioning brain, similar memories.
Isn't there like a disproportionate amount of, let's say, quote unquote famous musicians who have a form of like synesthesia, where their colors and tastes and sounds kind of mix?
Yeah.
Like, so it's not surprising in that sense. Like I would say that's an example in which like the way your brain is hardwired like informs the outcome of your life and like what you end up doing.
I'm trying to think of a joke. I don't have any jokes.
It's okay if you don't have any jokes.
It's all deterministic. Everything you do. You kill someone, that's just fucking...
Your brain's fucked.
That's genes, baby. Sydney Sweeney's genes.
Yeah. I mean, it's real. Korean people, we have the Han.
What's that?
It's Han is this concept of like sorrow and anger. It's like an anger steeped in sorrow, where because Korea has historically constantly been occupied by Japan or China, there is this anxiety and fear and hostility amongst us that is just steeped into our DNA, and like all that trauma.
Do you think Polish people have it too? Have you ever talked to a Pole? You'd be like, yo, you guys, Germany, Russia, China, Japan. Like, I feel you.
And maybe explains why I love eating borscht so much.
Yeah, you
I find comfort in it.
All these foods that are about just life fucking sucks.
Yeah, but there's those like scientific studies that show how trauma is inherited.
I think that's bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
Yeah.
You don't think it like
epigenetics?
Yeah, like you can track it.
I think the evidence is like very, very weak on that. I think when people talk about it, it's like if you're in the womb and your mother is like was hungry or starving, then that goes down, or like stress maybe. But no, there's no like but there could be a cultural thing.
Fuck,
Koreans are culturally sad.
I gotta rewrite the placard that I'm gonna display in the gallery piece. Fuck.
I know. That was imbuing the whole thing with meaning.
Trauma. Fuck my life.
I
Fuck
know.
my big chungus
Sorry.
life.
I'm sorry. It's still fine for a nice little metaphor.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
we can mourn your inherited trauma.
Okay. Well, if you made it this far, listeners, thank you for supporting the podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ at Middlebrow
I
Pod.
thought you were just saying, youtube.com.
And yeah, like, subscribe, leave us a review.
You know the deal.
Yeah. We'll see you here next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.